in some locations. Now, on the system, the lightning doesn't animate, so it's, when it pops up, it stays right where it was. So you can see as the storms move south and eastward, began to dive to the south and east, you see the lightning, and it's just, there's so much lightning, you can't even see the rainfall, and that's one of the things that we want to mention. Even though lightning is not part of a severe thunderstorm definition, it's part of every thunderstorm, but they don't determine it's severe based on lightning. Lightning is very, very dangerous, and this alone is a reason to stay inside. All the warnings are in effect for winds gusting to 60 miles an hour, the possibility of large hail, and in addition to that, flooding rains are possible around the tri-state. And you can see all the locations now that are under severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm going to move the map a little bit farther north. Now, Fayette and Union counties, along with northern parts of Franklin County, the western part of Butler County, flash flood warnings. That's a life-threatening event. That's one of those where the water comes up fast, of course, that's why they call it flash, and goes down fast, and you don't want to be anywhere near it when it's coming up because it can overwhelm you before you're even aware that you're in danger. And again, that's like turn around, don't drown, and again, if you know, loud lightning, I don't know if you can hear it at home, but loud lightning right out here at Fox 19 now. So if you're driving around your neck of the woods, you know those areas that tend to have high water, be very, very careful, and it's better to wait or turn around than to be sorry. You can see the large area of rain moving north or south and eastward very, very gradually, not really fast. It's about to move into Clinton County. Almost all of Warren County has heavy rain, lots of lightning and thunder, some hail possible. That extends all the way down here to downtown Cincinnati, but the farther south you are, the less danger you're in. It's very unlikely that Owen County or Grant counties will see anything really big in the next little while. Now you can see that the storms are beginning to move out. So the western part of Butler County, notice how much of Butler County is under that flash flood warning. If we drag the map a little bit farther north, it's also a possibility for the western part of Hamilton County. And here's the rain. All these damage reports and wind reports will go to Ashley in a few minutes, and she'll tell you about those. So there you see the situation. Heavy rain moving through Warren, moving into the northeastern Claremont County, so it's falling in Loveland, moving over toward Goshen, heading south toward Batavia. The severe thunderstorm warnings all in effect for 60-mile-an-hour winds and the possibility of large hail. And again, you can see all of that right there. Now, here is the map of the warnings, and you can see it's just a confusing mess. So when you have this many warnings, rather than tell you each and every warning, here's the best bet. Make sure that if you're in an area, you see the weather deteriorating, just assume that you're under a severe thunderstorm warning because this is a large, large area. It's not one individual cell. It's about 50 miles long and will more than likely involve you in a severe thunderstorm warning, so you should be taking cover from the lightning, the possibility of flooding rains, the damaging winds, and of course, some hail that could be an issue. Now, we're going to go over to Ashley Smith, and Ashley's been tracking damage and storm reports. Ashley, what do you have for us? Yeah, so we've seen numerous reports of some very strong gusty winds. Some tree limbs down has been most of these reports you see with all of these tree icons. That is reports of some tree limbs down, also some very strong winds over 50 miles per hour. Both of those things combined, you can have trees that fall on power lines. You can also, of course, have lightning that can strike the power line or perhaps a substation. That has led to some power outages. So we want to show you that map right now. This is from Duke, their outage map showing thousands of people without power. At one time, it was as many as, oh my goodness, it's 105,000 customers without power. At one time, it was 40,000. So we've more than doubled that at this point. So a lot of customers without power. And of course, again, that could be from the strong winds. It could be from, of course, the lightning. It could be from all sorts of things causing some of those power outages. Now, also around the area, our viewers have been able to take some video and some photos of some of the damage around the region. So we're going to show you some of that right now. We're going to take you to Oxford, I believe, where we have some video of some of these storms as they rolled on through the area. And again, most of the common kind of report that we've seen around the area is, of course, from those very strong winds, some very heavy rain, and we've had some reports of some hail around parts of the region as well. And a lot of these photos and videos, we, of course, hope that you can do that safely and submit them to us at fox19.com/pics. And we also, okay, so here's some of that. This is in Oxford, I believe, or is it in Hamilton? It's in parts of Butler County right now where you are seeing, this is Fairfield, actually. Okay, so Fairfield, where you're seeing some of these really kind of ominous clouds around the area.
as those storms rolled through. We have another video for you showing some of those storms, or a picture rather. This is in Oxford, showing some of those storm clouds as they roll over top of the area there, and that is leading to, of course, those thunderstorms. What was funny is, or interesting, I guess you could say, is that a lot of these people, when they saw these storms roll through, it wasn't raining yet, so it was easy to get outside and kind of take these photos and videos. We have another one for you, but first I'm going to pause so you can hear some of that thunder. There you go. And of course, we've been hearing that here at the station as well, especially over the past maybe 15 to 30 minutes. We've heard a lot of thunder here at the station. So that's another thing that folks are reporting all across the tri-state. We have some crews out and about. Of course, we want to take safety very seriously. So once they can safely provide us with some of the video and pictures from where they are, they will be able to do that. We had some of our storm trackers out, but as you might imagine, the signal isn't the greatest in these kinds of conditions. So we've seen some really kind of incredible video of some folks driving around in some of these storms as they roll through, but definitely some really heavy rain, limiting visibility out there as well. It's very interesting. We're continuing to get more and more reports as these storms roll from west to east through the area, so we'll be able to tell you more about those as they kind of continue to come in safely. Again, want to make sure that everybody can do that in a safe manner, but I'll be able to tell you more about that coming up here a little bit later. For now, I'm going to send it back over to Chief Meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer.
Well, thank you, Ashley. As a matter of fact, I just got a message from my wife. I sent her a text earlier to leave work as quickly as she can because she was on a small scooter, and she got out of the garage, went around the block. The winds were too strong. She reparked her scooter and took a bus. And she travels in all kinds of weather, so if it's enough to affect her that way, it's enough to affect you. Okay, let's go over this. All the things you see here are warnings. Now, these little badges, they are storm or weather reports. We're just going to talk about the warnings right now. And all these warnings are life-threatening events. Let's start off in the northwest. Here, you see the green up here. That green, let's turn on the question mark first, indicating we're going for a query. One more time, and this will tell us what we've got. Okay, so the green here is a flash flood warning. That flash flood warning is in effect till 8:15. It includes Fayette, Union, almost all of Union, the northern part of Franklin County, and that flash flood warning originally only included the northwestern corner of Butler County, but most of Butler County now also under a flash flood warning. If you're in Butler County, those areas that tend to collect water, especially when you get into like Riley Township over here, some really beautiful rural roads that are hilly with valleys, be aware that some of those creeks could be coming up very, very quickly and pose a danger. So if you know an area that typically has high water when it rains heavily, it likely has that today. Okay, in addition, let's see if we can get rid of that now, get rid of the flash flood warning. Apparently the computer is also kind of afraid of the lightning. We'll try that one more time. The flash flood warning, there it goes away. Okay, and the orange here, severe thunderstorm warning. So if we take a look at these, and we'll take a look at this particular severe thunderstorm warning, it is in effect for Clinton, Greene, and Warren counties. Greene, of course, north of our viewing area. That's in effect till 6:45. And all these severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect for 60-mile-an-hour winds, possibility of large hail. In addition comes the flooding rainfall, the dangerous lightning, and power outages along with tree damage that can bring down limbs, bring down wires, and put you in danger, along with taking your power out. So the severe thunderstorm warning includes northern parts of Pendleton County, does not include Falmouth. It includes just a little sliver of Boone County over toward I-71-75. It includes all of Kenton County, all of Campbell County in severe thunderstorm warning, and that's it for Kentucky. For Ohio, it is essentially now east of Interstate 71 that we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. And then overall, what we're looking at is, you have to repeat that. Okay, thank you. I was talking to our control room. I didn't hear what she said because I'm too busy talking here. Boone County, or Brown County, the northern part of Brown County under severe thunderstorm warning, all of Highland County, and all of Clinton County. Those, again, 60-mile-an-hour winds, large hail. In addition to that, unbelievable amounts of lightning and lots of loud thunder and flooding rains in the tri-state. Now we go back over to the news desk and Rob Williams. Rob.
Yeah, as